Okay, Jamie, imagine if you can that I am an aging film star. It's not much imagination is needed, okay? But I've come into your office to tell you that I am now, for the sixth time, getting divorced. But I say, look, Jamie, you did a fantastic job on my five previous divorces, but this time I want a quickie divorce. I've read about them in the papers and they sound great. Just a ticket, just what I need. If they'd been around in the 70s, I'd have got married even more often. And I particularly want one because I want to get married again to my next wife in Las Vegas in 2 weeks' time. So can you sort that for me?
Oh dear, Josh, I'm afraid my answer would have to be no. There really is no such thing as a quickie divorce in this country, whether for film stars or anyone else. There's no VIP lane, and when it comes to divorce applications, there is no queue jump because your mate works on the door. The same rules and procedures apply to everyone who wishes to get divorced in England and Wales.
Yes, that's right. And by the way, you probably didn't even notice that I've slipped effortlessly back from a film star into being a city solicitor. And whilst relatively recent changes in the law have simplified the process somewhat, it will still take around 7 to 9 months to get legally divorced. And that could only be shortened in rare and exceptional circumstances. Resolving your financial claims may take much longer than that. And that is a separate process to the divorce itself.
So, your divorce application is filed at court through an online portal. It's a relatively straightforward form which asks you to confirm that your marriage has irretrievably broken down. You'll also need to file or upload a copy of your marriage certificate.
Before 2022, you'd have to specify on your divorce application the reason why you wanted to get divorced, for example, because of your spouse's unreasonable behaviour or adultery. But that requirement has been done away with. The idea being to make the process a little less accusatory, a little less abrasive at such an early stage, and we now have a no-fault system.
Once the application has been processed by the court, sent to your spouse, and they've acknowledged service, you then have to wait 20 weeks before you can go to the next stage. The next stage is called the conditional order of divorce, used to be the decree nisi. This cooling off period is built into our law to allow parties time and space to reflect on whether they really do want to bring their marriage to an end. So 20 weeks later, you can then apply for your conditional order, or if you've decided to reconcile, you can make a joint application to court to rescind the divorce application.
Then 6 weeks after you get your conditional order, you can apply for your final order of divorce. Only once you get that will your marriage have been ended and you will in fact be legally divorced, and our film star can then get remarried.
Now, the court does have powers to shorten that 20-week period, but this is possible only in the most exceptional circumstances, such as terminal illness or a child about to be born from another relationship. They're rare cases, and you would almost certainly need legal advice to work out your options.
So I presume that our film star, who wants to get married on the Las Vegas Strip for the 7th time, that just wouldn't cut it.
I hate to disappoint, but no, he would not. Perhaps the cooling off period would be especially helpful for him, I might say. Also, another point to note is that it's sensible to hold off applying for your final order of divorce until you've sorted out your finances. Again, that's something to discuss with your solicitor, but often one party might be in a more financially stable or secure position if the finances have been sorted out before you bring the marriage to an end, and this is particularly so in the event that one party dies in the intervening period.